Good morning, Jacksonville. Game day is here and we're watching a weather impact alert. I think we have one more day. In fact, as we look at the very latest here, we're watching for the coastal flooding once again. Times of high tide, tides running 1 to 3 feet above normal, beach erosion, and maybe today of all the days, I think a higher risk of some street flooding out there. So keep that in mind. So we've got our teal rain gear, our galoshes ready to go, and make sure you know you can't take the umbrellas to the stadium. So make sure you do have those ponchos, but things should start improving by this evening with drier weather. Now we look outside. This is a special day. You know, anything's possible on a full moon. I know the whole country's picking against the Jaguars, but we know better here in Duval. The super harvest moon, though, has some big impacts on our weather. Look at what it's doing. Well, the moon is at its closest approach to Earth in its orbit. Okay, so it's an elliptical orbit, and that actually puts more pull on the tides here. So the tides are running way above normal, and then you couple that with that onshore flow that continues again today. That's why we're seeing the coastal flood advisories and the warnings out there, with the highest tides really from Palatka to Green Cove Springs. So keep that in mind. So that's what we call king tides, and the tidal flooding with the onshore flow will be a factor in our weather impact alert today. So you see those coastal alerts up and down from Glynn County all the way down into Putnam County here today. And as we look at the rain, we're starting to see some signs of those downpours really filling in. Got to really show you this. So we've zoomed into these tiny showers toward Fernandina this morning, the St. John's Parkway in St. John's, but you look just offshore and here they come rolling our way, and some of these heavier showers will move toward the coast and the beaches, Jack's Beach, 3rd Avenue there, and towards St. Augustine Beach, Ponte Vedra by 6:30, Fernandina by 7:12, and then off to Jacksonville and here the downtown area right around 7:30. So all eyes on downtown right now. Here's a live look at Everbank. It may be quiet now, but the rain's going to pick up. In fact, you can see those downpours really filling in this morning into the afternoon. But the good news, the new news overnight, we got the new information in, still everything on track for much lower rain chances by kickoff. It drops to just 20% with those temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. So it's a win-win on and off the field, but it'll be a damp evening. Make sure you take your ponchos. Tailgating forecast, folks are already trying to come downtown right now. I know it opens 4 hours earlier, but we know much sooner than that on the tailgating. And notice we do have a few showers for the tailgaters out there. Here's one more thing I need to show you. The new information on the high-res futurecast showing those downpours really filling in across Duval, St. John's, Nassau County, back into areas of Flagler County as we head toward lunchtime. This could be the heaviest rain we see, really lunchtime to about 4 o'clock along the I-95 corridor, and then once we get between 4 and 8 o'clock, notice it'll trend toward the I-75 corridor, and we're left with just some leftover clouds. So as we look at the big picture and that 7-day forecast, here we go. Drum roll, please. Jaguars looking good. Drier weather for game time. There's our high of 84, and then drier weather for real. Tuesday, Wednesday, brighter. Some sunshine and hot by Wednesday near 90, and then our next chance of rain with a cold front Thursday. But you got to watch this. Look at these temperatures. We go from near 90 to a high on Friday. That's right, of just the low to mid. It's a high of 73, Crystal. I've got